Hello once again, people. It's Frog or Fizz with Frog Talks. So today will be about students and people who don't care about school. I mean, as you can see, I'm in the middle of a school, so I'm going to be going on about school for a while. So, intro of blueness, blackness, then blueness, and then, yeah. So, I'm just going to try that, whatever. Well, so we're on, what was I saying I was going to talk about? I don't know. What was I going to say? Well, here's one thing. Noah Fizz will be start uploading very soon, probably. I hope so, because otherwise, I mean, I just mentioned him in my video. But other than that, we're on about kids who don't care about school. So let me tell you this story. So I was in class and I wanted to get to something advanced, because if I'm in an advanced math class, I want to be in an advanced math class, which I am. Shut up! This road is never busy I live on. Jeez. I wanted to be in an advanced math class, which I am in now. But I had these kids in an earlier grade decide not to do it, so I couldn't take Algebra 1, so I could take geometry freshman year. I can't do that. I couldn't do that. So I had to work my butt off and take geometry over the summer so I can get into Algebra 2. Alright? Now, of course, these kids don't care. They're going to party every night. Party hard. They're going to party hard. And then they get in class and I want to work at McDonald's, so I'm not going to help. I'm just going to slow this class down. So you've got a classroom with kids who care and kids who don't care. So my feeling is that kids who don't care should be allowed to leave the classroom and not have to participate. Just, if they don't want to be in there, they can go. No penalty against them, they just don't get the credit for the class. But that's not how it works. The government requires you to be in a classroom till you're 16 and you get your parents' permission to drop out. Now, it's noble saying for the government to do that, but you don't get the highest educated population by forcing kids to go to school. I mean, all these kids are going to get is they're going to get a high school diploma, and then they leave. They don't go to college. They think, oh, everything's set for me. I just smoke weed all day, and I'll be fine. And then they find out that the drug they want to do is expensive, so they have to commit to crime. But, whoa. But you get a life where you get a school where kids don't want to participate at all. They don't want to do this. And so they just slow the class down. Slow it down so you don't have to, you get what I mean? So, why require these kids? So this girl sits in my class. And this is a class where we're work. It's a stage class. And I'm the head lighting. So I have to draw a lighting plot and I'm going to have to set up lights soon. So she just sits there and says, oh, pretend and act like I work. I'm going to act like I'm working, okay? Okay. So you're going to do nothing to help to this. Now, I have a theater that's 86 feet from the edge of the theater to the edge of the stage. And we're trying to do that on a 1/2 inch to 1 inch scale. Now, obviously, you just divide the foot by a half and you get the answer. But I completely blanked. And I forgot I had to do all this. So I just decided to get a friend and work hard on finding equations and get through it simply. And she just sat there, did nothing, didn't help. And then, of course, the teacher comes up and goes, oh, you could have just divided it in half. And, of course, I'm pretty sure she's not stupid. I just don't think she cares. Now, if she just told me, If she thought a little bit instead of playing on her phone all the time, which is why the teacher hates her, because this teacher doesn't hate anybody unless you don't pay attention in this class. Like, all these kids will be like, oh, why does she hate me? She doesn't like me. She literally hates me. She's racist. Let me tell you, first day of school in this class, you were on your phone. And you were on your phone every day since. Until now, when Fran is probably giving you an F, and you need to recover. And that's when you start caring. And she's not going to like you. Now, me, she loves me. Loves me. I worked hard, really hard. You know what? I get to slack off now if I wanted to. I don't. But I can slack off because she enjoyed, and I was good. And no one gets that. I mean, you're kind to your teachers. Even if you don't like them, you're kind. You show respect. You know what? I had an assignment that I was going to turn in late. I said, hey, to the teacher, I said, hey, it's going to be late. So I'm just going to let you know. I'm sorry it's going to be late. And this other person came up and I talked to them. You know what? I got 10% off. They got 30% off for the same thing late. You know why? Because he was a complete a-hole to him and no respect and didn't tell him, and I respected him. I told him. That's why I got 10% instead of 30%. Why does no one get it? I mean, your life is easier. The teacher, the disciplinary, likes me. I was almost assigned a detention. You know what? He said, you know what? You got to go spend time with the teacher, and that'll count as your, and a detention won't go on your thing as long as you go there. I'm like, okay.